Okay, welcome back to the guide in Halo 2. Hopefully I can get introduction out of the way in this video without any cars driving by and just blowing their horns out. Alright, we're starting off on the level Armory. By the way, this entire guy is going to be on Legendary, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, to get the skull that's just wrong, just wait in front of this elevator right here. Johnson will continue to try to convince you to get on it, but don't unless he says please. That's actually true. Just wait for him to say the lines. Would it help if I said please? Then get on the elevator and proceed into riding this little tram right here. Right there I show you where the skull is, so just to pick up the skull, hold RB like when you get near it, and you should pick it up and get the achievement Skulltaker. That's just wrong. And again, I stress this, you cannot get this on co-op, so if you're going to do a co-op run with a friend or family member, just come back to this later when you're on your own. But anywho, moving on to the level Cryo Station, you will come back to where you were earlier. Pretty much this is back in the Armory, and the guy who was training you, telling you to look up and down, is finally dead. Right here, the terminal I'm punching right now is the one you need to pick up for the achievement, and I zoomed in there on the chair just to say there's BR ammo. And then moving on to a little bit here, just to come up to this little platform over here. There used to be an elite and a grunt with a turret. Cross jump to this platform. From here, cross jump to these little beams over here. Sometimes you'll need to make a second jump in order not to fall off. And just come over here near the trash can and you'll find the Thunderstorm Skull. And, there we go. We have it in our hand. Finger always in the eyeball. Oops, accidentally dropped it. Better throw it back to where I found it. No, that wasn't good enough. Let me try again. Okay, I swear I can make this shot. This is like back in elementary school when everyone with the cool kids like wrinkles up their piece of paper, and god damn it, even now Robert's having an easier time putting in freaking wrinkled up papers in the. Forget this. I don't need this. Screw you. Screw your skull. Screw your trash can, and screw you, Robert. You guys suck. Okay, with that smooth transition out of the way, segue some may call it, we can move on to some of the little bit harder achievements in the game. I say hard, out of them dead, it took me an hour and a half to get. So anyway, activating the skulls, I recommend having Envy on, the Scarab Skull, and Sputnik Skull for some of the achievements in this game. And I would also recommend just leave the Prophet birthday party on until you get to the level of Regret and beat it. So anyway, you saw me right there. Just come up and jump to the little lamp over there and cross jump to the area up top. Just move a little bit forward, take your turn to the left, and you will pick up your first skull for the level, which is blind. There are actually 2 skulls in this level, and the second one takes a while to activate right now, and that is why you're going to see me fade in, fade out real quick. And I'm going to show you the method pretty much. I read up, I saw a couple of videos, and it turns out this is the only way to get the skull to pop up. First off, stand in front of this doorway, get a checkpoint, and make the same jump you did before to get the blind skull. And just cross jump right over here and follow the path I'm taking. And you also saw me earlier getting the Your Chips to Bow achievement. That always unlocks on this level. Just anytime one of the Marines just opens their mouths in the beginning, you get that achievement. Just pointing it out, it doesn't really need a guide. You'll get it through standard playthrough. Now, just when you get right there near that gap, crouch and walk to the corner that I'm standing right now, and just wait for the Pelican to land and Sergeant Johnson to show up. I would recommend to wait until the conversation between Johnson and Miranda are done before shooting the enemies at the bottom. Just so you can make sure the next checkpoint activates, because sometimes whenever you shoot the enemies too early, Johnson is not there, he does not spawn. And then when he does spawn, kill the enemies, wait for him right there to give you the salute, get back on the Pelican, and ride off to the sunset with whoever and whomever he chooses to. right over here you can either make the grenade jump if you have the Sputnik Skull on. It helps you with the grenade jump. If you don't have Sputnik Skull on, don't worry, you can just, that as easily like I did, just make a crouch jump to this area right here. And what you want to do is you want to come near this little ledge I'm in right now. It doesn't have to be this exact spot 100%, but to get the next checkpoint, you need to be looking at the marine on the ground, the dead one near the corner. And that's what pretty much triggers the checkpoint for this section. And to get the skull to pop up, you need 6 checkpoints in total. And if you don't get the 6 checkpoints, the skull will not pop at all. And if that wasn't bad enough, you'll probably spend about 30 to 40 minutes, which is what I did, trying to get the skull to pop up, because the IWBYD Skull has a 1 out of 7 chance of actually showing up for anybody. That's why you're seeing me even right now. Damn, I really did not remember this taking that long to get the checkpoint. I hope I get it soon, because I'm you know what, I'll talk about the I Would Have Been Your Daddy. I can wait a little bit until we get to the section itself, but oh, there we go, checkpoint activated. You know, it's better if I just wait till we get to the little battle that ensues after you pick up the skull, and then I'll tell you a somewhat good strategy to use. Anyway, once you get that checkpoint over here, just walk over here around this ledge. You can just make the regular jump onto here. Just keep walking. You see me walking back and forth because there's supposed to be the 5th checkpoint that activates right here. So checkpoint activates, I just drop down to the ground. You don't have to jump down. And I continue on my way. You will fall down here, take a right, and you'll need to make a few jumps onto the roof of the establishment. And you see me doing it right now. Turn invisible. Whoop. Whoop. And this is when the Envy Skull comes in handy, because if you don't turn invisible, there's usually a sniper jackal that's right behind you and they will shoot you. And normally whenever you make that jump, you're supposed to get a checkpoint. You see me here contemplating whether to go inside here to pick up the skull or not, because I know the checkpoint did not trigger and I didn't want to kind of goof up the skull showing up. So you see me running back and forth here a bit, just looking completely confused, and the sniper jackal takes me out for good. But I spawned right here at the top, pretty much repeat my path down here. Sorry for if my scratching my head got on the mic, by the way. I'll listen to it afterwards and edit it out, maybe, but most likely I won't because I'm lazy. Anywho, just make your way back here, turn on invisibility, make the jump right here. See, this time I get the checkpoint. I feel a bit pissed off, because to get the skull pop up, heads up, you supposed to not die either way. So right here, I just fade in, fade out. I was getting frustrated with the skull not popping up. This is my 8th time getting to this area. Got the 6th checkpoint right here on top, and just shot myself using the Scarab Skull in the corner. And for whatever reason, got the achievement for getting killed by the Guardians, which I'm like, alright, no complaints. If that somehow helps anyone else get the achievement, feel free to use the same method. Honestly, it was completely random. That's why I didn't even bother putting it down there on the description or on the corner over there as far as the achievements we're going to get. And right now you're wondering why I'm not even going towards the skull itself. That's because I gave up on it for a solid 10 minutes, because after constantly repeating the same checkpoints over and over and over and over and over and over and over, I felt like my luck was running out, and eventually I figured out what was wrong. It's you saw the skulls I showed earlier, right? Turns out if both for this skull and the Grunt birthday party skull, if you have those on, the game itself will glitch and not pop out the skulls itself. It might be a random guess, it might be complete buffoonery, which I'm saying right now, but the moment I deactivated both of the skulls, each time consecutively, a car drove by just like that, and nice, another one. And I actually was able to get the skull to pop. And as you saw right there, you can just make the grenade jump and enter this little room right here. And yeah, congratulations, you got the Rex sword. No one will mess with you. You know why? Because a guy named Rex left his little swordie right there and spelled out his name with the shotgun things. I'm just gonna stab him. Stab the shotgun shells. That's safe with plasma. Not gonna blow up in my face at all. But anywho, getting to the meaty area of this little achievement guide. Finally, I got the skull to pop. What I've been reading on the Xbox 360 achievement.com.org forums is when you get the skull itself to pop, just run around a bit, try to get a 7th checkpoint to appear, so the skull does not disappear once you pick it up. And you'll understand why you don't want it to disappear. It's not as easy as grabbing the skull to get this to appear. And as you saw right there, just another method to get the get the Rex sword. Anyway, I moved around a bit, got another checkpoint. I come back to the skull itself, and now we are going to go through this little firefight. And man, even with the Scarab Skull, it is ridiculously difficult. One reason is, for whatever reason, they decided to give elite sniper rifles in this area, which you've played the game. A Jack with a sniper rifle kills you one shot. Same thing with an elite. Now, the worst part about the elites are, these are the highest class elites, the ones in the white armor. And so one Scarab gunshot does not kill him immediately. That's not enough. It'll take you a few shots. So, as far as the strategy that goes here, there's a lot of luck, hoping an enemy body part. Oh yeah, if you shoot an enemy on the ground, because the Scarab gun just spreads everything into the air, there's a good chance that it's gonna fly and you're gonna shoot the body mid-air and blow yourself up. That happens a lot. Also, these little boxes and canisters, there's a good chance that one of them will fly towards you as you're shooting someone and you will blow yourself up. This area right here, just the sheer requirement to get the skull is hair pulling and extremely difficult. So just, if you don't get it first, just keep trying. And this is the only reason why you have the Scarab Skull on, why you have the Envy Skull on. And once you get the skull, I would just recommend back out and restart the level, save and quit, and just come back to it and play the game normal, just so you can get the completion of the level out of the way. And strategy-wise, all I can say is just come to this little hallway over here. You normally have a good shot on the elites as they're coming at you. And this alleyway right here is right where the battle rifles are dropped. There'll be a couple of dead marines with battle rifles near them, and the alleys would be right there. I hate the street I live in. Constant cars. Yeah, so right in the area where the battle rifles are, just look to your left or look to your right. You should be able to see the alleyway I am hiding in right now, just to kill these elites. And that was a quick edit. I did die entering the area. Sorry about it. I know it's not. This time it wasn't any frame dropping or anything. That was an edit. I was just happy I got a checkpoint in the area. And that's another thing. You'll be lucky to get a checkpoint in this area. More times than not, you're just completely screwed. It's similar to the, I guess it's like the Warthog section in Halo 1 or Halo 2. Halo 3, where you're just driving around and you don't get any checkpoints. Not really. Once you get to an area, that's where you are. Finish it in a single run or don't bother with it. You're going to restart from the beginning anywho. But if you get lucky, and a lot of the times you don't want to wait for the elite itself to show up. because when the elite shows up, it's just a hassle. You don't know if they have a sniper rifle, you don't know if they have an SMG, you don't know if they have a plasma rifle, you don't know if they have a needler. So if you wait for the elite to show up, a lot of times you get lucky and they don't have a sniper rifle, but when they do, they just turn around and shoot you immediately, and normally a single shot does not work. And by the way, what you saw me doing right there, that's a good way to prevent you from dying from any of the environment pieces flying in your way when you're hiding in that area. Because this little corridor is pretty fun. Like, they more times than not just end up running through there and getting themselves killed, by you. But if you see those little pieces of environment on the ground, just shoot them. Shoot the boxes, shoot the canisters, move them to one corner. You don't want any of them to be near you, like any of them being through this door where the heavy traffic is, because if you shoot them, again, more times than not, the environment pieces, the box, the canister, the body part, it will fly towards you, and you will accidentally shoot it because you're trying to aim at the elites, and you will end up hitting the body, which, again, can't stress this enough, will kill you, and you will either go back to your checkpoint if you're lucky enough to get a checkpoint this far into the firefight, or you go back to where you were before you picked up the skull, and you have to start this little annoying section again and again and again. Right there, again, I recommend shoot the walls, shoot the ground whenever you see that red dot on your motion tracker, because you don't again. It's not like a broken record, but that's honestly the best strategies I can give you. You don't want to fight these elites when you see them, because on the off chance there's an elite holding a sniper rifle, you are completely boned. And that's just saying it nicely. Thankfully, right there I get the checkpoint. I walk around a bit. I try to get the achievement to pop, but achievement was not popping. I need to sign back in to get the achievement for whatever reason. And there you go, that's the achievement. Now, whenever you save and quit and restart the campaign and play as normal, you will get to this section right here. Eventually, an elite with a sword runs up at you, and as you shoot, all you have to do is just pretty much stick them, and you will get another achievement for Betcha can stick them. This again did not pop for me, and I think I don't know why I'm saying straight. Oh yeah, I do actually go to the achievements to show me getting it. Boop. Loading. Again, had to sign in, sign out. Sorry, the achievement app does not work that well in this. It's surprising, because on the 360 it works so good. I still love getting achievements, but it's pretty much meh. It's meh as far as getting the achievements to pop. And there you go. After my Bengal banner, you finally see where the achievement is. Now we're gonna clean up the one remaining achievement on the level outskirts. Can you believe this is still the third level of the game? It is only 16 minutes 16 minutes into the video. Just before the little dropship comes in, skip a little bit, get onto this ghost. You'll fight a little battle over there. That's why I faded in, faded out. Didn't want to show the whole battle again after the 12-minute battle. And then get on the ghost again. Skip to this little area right here. Cortana will say dropships are coming in, or drop pods are incoming. Come into this hidey hole right here, and you will find your second terminal in the game. Yay! And by the way, there's a rocket launcher near the boxes over there, and a sniper rifle up top. So use those to get past the enemies over here. Now, finally, we're on to level Metropolis. You want to try to get into this car right here if he doesn't take off your shields by nearly running you over. And you just pretty much come right here. This is, by the way, right after you exit out the tunnel in the beginning after the bridge. So you exit out of the tunnel, just punch that guy right in the back. Get in the Gauss Warthog. Hopefully your Marine will get into the gunner seat as quickly as mine did. If he doesn't, well, no harm, no foul. It's just a bit of the area after this when you have to take out 3 wraiths will be harder. Because the Ghost Warthog guy actually does a very decent job of killing the wraiths if you stand far enough from him. But anywho, just continue driving the way I'm driving. Eventually you'll get to this corridor right here. And there'll be a... there'll be 2 ghosts for you to take out. I recommend, if you're going to take them out, maybe, that's a strong maybe, leave one of the ghosts alive. So anyway, right there, you see that the wall, right across the waterfall where I parked the Warthog, is a building with a broken window. What you want to do is you want to grenade jump right onto that building. Yep, a grenade jump right here. And turn around, there we go. And you want to make the jump onto this. Okay, maybe you don't want to, my bad, I thought I was going to make the jump onto here. Maybe, okay, you jump onto the little ramp right there, and then just fall back down. You just look at the other ramp and just fall down. But anyway, what you actually want to do, jokes aside, you want to make it from one of those little platforms to the other platform. Just climb up the scaffolding pretty much. Use the environment to your advantage. You can go and get the soccer ball another way, but as far as I know, if you're going for the achievement for not getting into a vehicle, which I know the little shortcut right there is contradictory, but if you're doing the playthrough where, let's say you're on co-op and you yourself are not going to get into a vehicle, and again, you're doing this on Legendary, so getting that Banshee to follow you all the way to the end on Legendary is a pain and a half. The first time I did it, it took me about 6 hours to get that to happen, and when I hijacked the Banshee, because it was so heavily damaged, it blew up, so I never bothered getting the Scarab gun or the soccer ball with the Banshee method. Anyway, just come up here. Just to get the achievement to pop, you have to shoot it or melee it. For the sake of not wasting ammo, I just melee the soccer ball. And from the soccer ball, you saw the path I took. Just I sped it up a little bit. Come over here to where this sign is. It says Citizen Alert, and you will get your Triple E achievement, EEE. Sorry for the burpees. After you get the EE achievement, there'll be, of course, these lovely wraiths to fight, and they won't spawn if you drop down from the roof like I did. You'll actually have to go back to where your Warthog is, get in the Warthog, drive back over here, spawn the enemies, kill them off, and eventually these doors will open up. And right there behind the Marines, behind the boxes behind the Marines, is the terminal for Metropolis, and it will give you the achievement for Examiner. And it'll also relaunch Halo channel, and since I'm playing on a second account, it keeps giving me the intro message. And before you move on, because if you go to get the Scarab gun, this area is unavailable. Well, what I did is I just came back with the Ghost Warthog. Unfortunately, the Ghost Warthog didn't make it, and I just got into a ghost to show you me driving back to this area right here after I've killed off everyone. You really want to make the grenade jump right over here, and as you're climbing on the platform, you'll be... I honestly thought you could actually walk on the platform to the left. Turns out that's just a hollow shell of a human being, and you fall down it. Also, if you don't jump when you get to the glass right there, I know my frames drop terribly, I hate when that happens. If you don't jump onto the glass, you will fall as well. But that's the trick of it. Achievement does not pop again, I don't bother with it. Honestly, the skull itself, I got it. Congratulations, now throw it and play catch with somebody else. But back to where we were before. This is like after we pick up the terminal. This is right after the terminal. As far as consistency goes, you will be progressing to the level like you normally would. Keep going up these stairs. If you have your rocket launcher, awesome. Keep the rocket launcher. Rocket launcher is pretty much necessary for what we're going to do. So keep following the path I'm following. Eventually you will come up to the final bridge. And you have plenty of time. You actually get 2 checkpoints to get this achievement. And I'll explain the checkpoints in a little bit. So when you come around here, just before you move on and proceed to the bridge, you want to aim at that box. At the box, not the wall piece behind it, because if you blow up the wall piece, the box just flies. So just shoot the box, move it a little bit so it's not there in the corner, it's out here in the middle, and just push it all the way to the end of the bridge, pretty much. And just follow what I'm doing on this video, and just carefully, like you'll be handling a baby, you know, if you're the type of person that drags babies on the floor with their feet. And just push the box right here. Actually, you want to push it a little bit further in between the 2 lines in the middle. I end up doing it here, but I'm just showing you the neat process here of setting it up and just waiting on the checkpoint itself. Because you do get a checkpoint right here in the beginning when the Scarab makes it that far. And eventually you get another checkpoint once the Scarab goes all the way, and I believe Cortana or Key says the Scarab can't move anymore. So there you go. And a lot of times, like you saw right there, you'll shoot, you'll either fly to the left, you saw me moving the box to where it actually needed to go, which is why I make it that high up. But more times than not, you will shoot your rocket launcher and you will fly way too high up, and if you are falling for longer than 3 seconds, Master Chief just has a heart attack. Right there I sped up and he got to the point and I got the last checkpoint. Another thing that will happen is you'll try to make the jump and you will just not get the height you need. But eventually, if all the stars line up, you will shoot the proper area, get just the right amount of speed and distance up, and you will land to where the Scarab gun is. Now this method originally took me about 2 hours because I was being dumb. I refused to move the box to a better location, to where it needed to be. So it took me a longer time, but once I moved the box, it took me about 5 minutes. This time it took me 14 minutes. Just when you have the box right there, play around with it, because you gotta shoot the right area, and it's honestly a difference between a few pixels whether you land up here and don't. So if you don't, maybe move left or right on the box, that might help. But instead, just move on to level Arbiter. Eventually you will come to an area where you need to go down a little bit spiral corridor, and you'll make it up to this area right here. This is after you open up the door for your dropship to come in and shoot some of the enemies for you. So just come to that area right there up top. You can either climb, if you go under, there's a way to just walk up here, or jump on top of the box like I did. Be a cool guy and make it onto the box itself. Now remember when I said the Grunt birthday party actually having the skull activated while looking for the skull deactivates the skull? I wasn't lying. So you're gonna see me eventually do a quick fade in, fade out, and whoop, look at that, I'm no longer where I was. And right here on the under the second platform right there, you'll see a group of grunts jumping and celebrating the human, I guess, they killed and devoured. I honestly don't know how to feel about that, so I just punched that guy a few times. Punch him, and I realized, you know what? There's someone's birthday, so I join in. I join in and do the dance. Dance itself is actually one punch, jump punch, and then punch again while you crouch down. It's an easy dance, not bad. But eventually you will need to move on and get on to the next level, which is Oracle. We're gonna I'm gonna try to learn how to speak, but we're gonna go for the 10 minutes to early achievement, and this is right off the beginning. You see me falling down here, and this is just to show you the grenade jump itself isn't really the hardest, but it is easy to mess it up. Eventually, I do get up there, and literally, I make it there with like a second to spare for the achievement. So I get up here, I see the little hologram thing going to where it actually would have went story-wise, and I just hope you won't have as much of a trouble as I did with it. But anyway, moving on, the Skull, Famine, and the Terminal, which will get you the Fascinated achievement, are right by each other. This is right after you're done taking that huge elevator down. This is still like halfway to the level. Shoot, go to where I went on the left side, shoot the window up top, grenade jump, and shoot the window under you, and you will drop down to where the skull is. Not too hard. If you don't have any grenades at this point, that little platform where the flood are in front of, you can actually cross jump to the area right here. Just make sure to shoot the window, which I'm shooting out of right now. It's the skull itself is not too hard to get. And then right under where the skull is, behind that little wall, is the terminal for the level as well. So congratulations, those 3 are literally the only achievements to get on this level, and the hardest one was 2 minutes too early, which with trial of error isn't too bad, and like I said, it's right in the beginning of the level, so no real reason not to get it. But after you're done with the level Oracle, you'll be back playing as Master Chief, and sooner or later you'll make it up to this little platform right here. It's literally after your very first battle. Before this, you'll be fighting a group of jackals, and those guys are not that fun. Congrats to the elite driving off the map. But once you hijack one of those elites for their ghosts, you will struggle to get up to this platform, that's for sure. Actually, you might not, that's just a personal thing. And you will make it up here. Now, see, a lot of guides I watched for this. I know, it's weird, I watched a guide to get a guide, but I noticed all of them just end up switching to the classic graphics, and we're playing Halo 2 Anniversary, what's the point? Just follow where I'm going right now. When you're climbing up, I would recommend just aim a little bit left and keep going up until you see the ground below over there. When you see the ground below, just start tilting a little bit to the right and having your ghost drive down. Now, the shrubbery and stuff is distracting, it does block your way, but honestly, as long as you're driving straight, as long as you know where the ground is, you will not have any issue. Whoop, right there. And just going and going and going and going and going. And right there, near the edge of the cliff, is my own toy, the Master Chief toy. So just grab it, stand there on the corner, just ever so slightly. Probably activate some eagle vision, scope out the map, because you know what we're going to do next? We're going to 360 hell jump. Ah, not hell jump, I messed that up, god damn it, it was called a leap of faith. Whatever. Okay, after you kill yourself, because there's no way of getting back from that area, kill yourself, clear out this little area right here. You'll turn on the bridge. I'm just trying to find the place where I went to pick up the bridge. And right there behind that Prophet hologram, this is the button you will click to activate the bridge popping up. To the left of it is the access to the terminal. That will give you the lovely little achievement Enchanted, which, by the way, is not that bad of a chick flick, honestly. It's pretty fun. It's a Disney movie after all, so Disney, a lot of times they mess up their live action, but this time it was cute and fun, whatever. Maybe I have a jaded view of it. It was a fun video to watch with a couple of my girlfriends. Never mind that though, eventually we do make it up to that giant structure you saw me find those ghosts in the Scorpion in, and we'll need to cross jump to that little bump over there, crouch jump to this area right here. You cannot cross jump to the next area, so just grenade jump, try to smack that elite to death. The other elite just thinks it's clever, turns invisible, but guess what? I picked up a skull and I'm feeling a little bit jealous of your ability to turn invisible, because as the Master Chief cannot do that. So I'm just going to beat you in the head with the Envy Skull I just picked up. How does that make you feel? Makes me actually feel pretty good. I'm no longer feeling green inside. And, goddammit, I was going to make a cool segue into how I don't regret any of my decisions, because now we're on the level of regret. You saw me taking out the Sniper Jackal right there. You want to do that because, again, on Legendary, they will kill you a lot. And there's a bunch of them, so kill a bunch of them. And do grenade jump to where I grenade jumped. Enter this little bottom hallway right here. And turn on your flashlight and look up here. And you will get a nice message. It says, "Hi, Ben." I mean, my name's not Ben, but if you're a guy and your name happens to be Benjamin, and some people call you Ben for short, dude, you're in the game. But I'm not, so, you know, that's nice. I would like to be in the game. Even look at it, Prophet of Regret even has a toy in the game. And he's the bad guy. There's a toy of him in there. Huh. Oh, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, when you get the High Ben achievement, just walk outside, take 2 steps, grenade jump up here, and go get your little regret toy. You have 2 out of 7. Congratulations, your collection is almost there. But alright, funny and non-funny jokes aside, you will most likely, I say most likely, you're definitely gonna ride that gondola all the way up here. If you don't have any grenades, I'm just showing you can go inside and climb the rock over there. Also, if you're not wasteful of your grenades like I am. So, you see me jumping up here. And, oh, I should mention, because this is the second time I'm filming all these achievements, I did turn on the bandana skull, so I have infinite ammo. But these skulls are completely and just as easy to get without infinite ammo. I just had to turn on infinite ammo just so I could film these achievements a bit quicker and have this guide up as soon as I can. I mean, it would have been up earlier if the file didn't get corrupted. But, you know, you do what you can. And if you follow me over there, just follow the same path I took and you will get the skull right over there. Now, moving on a little bit more with the level. This is after you take the little elevator down to the bottom of the ocean. You will walk through this corridor right here. I've already cleared out the enemies, so you guys and I won't have to worry about fighting them in this video. You'll go up. You can take the turn to the right or turn to the left. It doesn't really matter. Walk right here. This is on the left side of the room, behind the hologram of Regret, giving his stupid speech about hating humans. Because, you know, they try to reach out and have us join the Covenant, but then we attacked them. Which is complete BS. They attacked us first. So, just for the sake, just because he's lying, and he's a pile of doo-doo, we'll go there and punch him to death several times. And if you had the Prophet Birthday Party skull on, like I told you to have in the beginning, you'll also unlock the Needs More Whammy achievement. But continuing on to the Sacred Icon, we'll be going for a few achievements. First one of all, it's going to be the Will of the Prophets, which is to collect a little toy for the Arbiter. Now, this is pretty early on. This is pretty much when you go down your first little hidey hole things, you know, the ones you need to shoot or punch to activate. You'll go down and you'll reach that little bridge with the light coming out of it. Jump on one of these platforms, not that one. Actually, I guess you don't need to jump on any of them. And just move on to the top right here after you make the grenade jump. And right here on the very last little air vent is the Arbiter toy right there. And thankfully, one of the sentinels was shooting me at that point, so you got a nice well-lit image of the cutie little toy that was present right there. Now, moving on from the Arbiter toy, you'll make it up to here to this little platform where the giant, I forgot what those things were called, behemoths, giant scarab-looking Forerunner Sentinel. He'll be there, and what you want to do is come up over here, and there'll be plenty of flood here to fight. and you want to jump on those boxes right there. You see right there, the flood actually knocked down the boxes you need to jump on top of. So if they do that, just restart checkpoint, turn invisible right away to make it up to the boxes so the flood won't knock those down. Make those 3 jumps right there, climb over here, and just like the Arbiter toy, it's going to be on inside the air vent all the way on the farthest side possible. Once you grab it, there you go, you have the Mythic Skull out of your way, and now you can continue and sing songs about what a great person you are. A little bit after that, you'll come to this area where, again, you need to jump down a few of these platforms right there. And again, like I said, I have the bandana skull on just so these guys are a little bit easier to film. And just once you make it down here, you'll see that little, I don't know what these things are called, the obelisks. I guess they're obelisks. You'll get to the obelisk right there, and it'll make you fall a very long hole right there. So before you jump down there, just take a right, come over here, pick up the terminal that is right over there, glowing bright purple, and you will get your nice achievement out of the way, and you'll be more determined to go get the other ones. Now, since I'm playing with infinite ammo, I don't really need to worry about too much, but for you, just go pick up that sword over there before going down, because the flood are easier to take out with the sword. Now right over there, pretty much right at the beginning of the level quarantine zone, right when it starts off, you'll need to backtrack a little bit to the last level and climb walk this platform over here, and you'll pick up the Sputnik Skull, which is a pretty good skull and helps us get most of the other skulls. And you'll be moving on a little bit there. You saw I brought the ghost there so it wouldn't be taken by the AI. And this section right here is for the 6 pedals, 4 directions. Just keep gunning your ghost, and eventually you'll see the flood right there. Just follow the path I took, and if you keep flooring the boost, you will make it in time to splatter the flood before he gets into the tank, and you will have the tank all by yourself. Oh, not by yourself, or to yourself. I don't know why I said by yourself, but I'm doing this solo. Maybe that's why I had the confusion. But eventually, you make it all the way here with a tank. There'll be actually another scorpion tank, a wraith, and a few of those giant sentinels over here as well. You blow them up. You go inside the structure. The tank does not fit, so you leave it outside. You'll go over here, turn invisible so the flood and sentinels don't attack you. And right here behind those pillars and under the walkway is another terminal for the achievement Delighted. Get it? Because you're delighted to get it, and you have one less achievement to get. I know, far stretch for a joke. Anyway, sooner or later you'll move on, you'll hijack another ghost. If you choose to hijack a ghost, just to speed through the level. And you'll end up on this gondola over here. Now, right here, I'm going to show you a little bit of a cheat sheet, because again, we're playing this on Legendary, and the flood, especially the shielded ones, are a bit annoying. So to avoid the fights in general, just do the jump that I did all the way in the back, cross jump up here, and just fall down right there, or there you go, and you're pretty much glitched through the, what's the thing called? You pretty much glitch yourself inside the wall over here. The flood don't know you're here. They may act like they do, but they're pretty much unaware of your existence. If you have ammo or extra grenades, feel free to throw them at the flood near the end, because usually once you get off the platform and try to make the grenade jump, they do not shoot at you. For whatever reason, when I did it this time, they decided to shoot at me, and because it's legendary, the carbines do a lot of damage. So just to be careful and to avoid being killed while picking up the Tartarus toy, you want to just take care of the flood before jumping on here, of course. But if you get the Tartarus toy, you can have the fun of killing these flood, and you'll have the Brute Chieftain achievement. And shortly after you finish up the level over there, you'll start the level Gravemind. Do not skip this cutscene. You're doing this cutscene for another achievement. Right when the Gravemind says but this ring will make us brothers. Switch to the classic graphics by clicking the back button, and you will get to this area right here, and you will notice that little Bungie developer right there just shaking his little moneymaker, and you will get he's running a marathon for spotting a developer of the game inside the cutscene of Gravemind. Shortly after the cutscene is over, you'll get to this area right here when two chieftains are right up on you. I'm sorry the frames dropped, but once you kill one of them with a needler, another one will rage and charge at you. Right as he charges, just turn around like you would kill a hunter in Halo 1 and just smack him in the back of the back, or the front of the back, I guess, and you will get the Go Ape Shive achievement. Right there on that area, you'll eventually get to there. It's the first big area like that, not the second. Go up to the right, climb the little platforms. You'll make your way over here, and you'll pick up your Cortana, the Cortana toy for Don't Make a Girl a Promise. And if you're not dumb as me, you won't struggle trying to cross jump up there. You'll just jump regularly over here, and you will get the skull properly named Anger. Now, this is called Anger for, I'm assuming, only one reason, because once you pick up the skull, it counts as a third weapon for you. You can't drop it. You can continue throwing grenades once you have it held, but it just makes it hard to switch to other weapons. Anyway, but just follow the path I took over there through the right side, drop down over there, and you'll pick up the terminal for a level, and be done with the achievements on Gravemind, and you can move on to Uprising. To get the Cowardly Grunt, it's rumored, and I'm not sure if it is true, but you just kill all the enemies beforehand, like before making up to this area over here. It's not too difficult. You have a sword in the beginning, so the brutes are not that hard to kill with invisibility and a sword. Come over here, clear out this area, make sure the brutes don't throw grenades or shoot their brute shots. Eventually, and just turn around and look where I looked, and you'll see the Cowardly Grunt over there. Shortly thereafter, you will make your way out to the first exit out of the caves right there, and make your way back outside like you were in the beginning, and just clear this little area from the enemy brutes, because you will need to slowly but surely make your way up, and, well, guess what? Up. Now, over here, just make sure you carefully climb and don't fall off, because you'll have to fight the brutes again. And when you get to this little area over here, you will just throw your grenade right there, boop, and make your grenade jump. Now, I don't have that much to say about this area other than make sure to kill that sniper over there. So out of sheer anger of the loud cars driving outside, and me not having anything to say here other than walk, 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 I'm gonna bust into singing, gonna sing, gonna sing, gonna sing. When you get to the area over here, make sure you turn invisible, because some of the brutes down there might shoot you. Make it far enough, make it far enough. You'll have to jump down to this little area, then you'll walk some more. Once you're walking, you'll ask yourself a question. Why did he speed through the last parts, but is walking slow right now? Honestly, it might have been he forgot, but it could also be something helpful, like that Librarian toy right there. Once you pick it up, my work is done, and then you can go and have a nice day. And a little bit tip over here as well. Once you pick up the Librarian toy, if you want to skip the battle over there, and down below, just grenade jump to where I grenade jumped, not grenade jumping, and follow my path right over here. Just keep going and going and going, and eventually you'll see over there with this rock. You want to drop down there, because if you jump down anywhere else, you will die. Now, and you get to skip a lot of the areas, and you'll be right here even quicker. Just speeding right here for me, taking out the brutes. Spread through that, because I ended up not killing all the brutes. Right over there, if you don't have infinite ammo turned on, over there are more crates of ammo for your concussion rifle. Just turn invisible, to avoid the attention of the brutes, and eventually make your way right here. The Halo channel won't be available, but that doesn't matter because you'll get your Scholar achievement for picking up your terminal on the level Uprising. Now, from the terminal, you'll be from the terminal, it's not too far of a shot to get the next skull, the Ghost Skull. Just turn invisible again to avoid being hit by the sniper jackals, and you'll make it through the room where the armory is pretty much with a bunch of weapons. Get past the room, turn around, throw a grenade, make the jump right here on the little platform above the door, and you'll pick up the last skull of the level, and you will be done with the level Uprising as far as any extra achievements are concerned. And now, moving on to the last level that you play as the Chief, you'll eventually make your way up, not up, to this little room where there's a rock platform over here. There'll be jackals, brutes, and flood, so just clear them out so you don't have any of the enemies shooting you and killing you, because again, we're doing this legendary. You don't want to be killed while climbing this thing up to get your Rampant Cortana toy. And right there you see it, Rampant Cortana toy, it's the red one, the regular Cortana was blue. You pick up her little toy and you get I Like Crazy achievement, because that's what she says on the first or second level when you're about to drop the bomb onto the Covenant. Eventually, I'm just showing you right here, there are no collectibles over here. I'm just showing you this little clip as a strategy. Once you ride this incredibly slow elevator over here, shoot some of the grunts just to activate the battle that's about to ensue. Once you kill a grunt, there'll be a bunch of flood that drop down. Most of them will avoid you, but if they don't, just slash them with a sword, take care of them. And sooner or later, the flood and the Covenant will take care of each other. When I went through this, there were actually 2 more flood left after the whole battle. Just clean them out real quick. And sorry, just clearing my throat there. Anyone listening to this, I apologize for that. But you will eventually make your way up to this door over here. If your sword is out of juice, just refill it right there. There's a sword in the center. To the left of the room, there is a terminal, which will get you the achievement for Reviewer. Halo channel was down, but you know, thankfully it's back and running right now. Sorry man, it's just a very bad throat. Just gonna have a swig of water. But after you pick up the terminal, just go into the door that's on the right side. You'll be up this lift. While riding the lift, hold the right bumper or X, whichever configuration you have set on your controller, just so you pick up the Iron Skull on your way up. And this is pretty much right near the end of the level. Don't need to do much afterwards. Now for the Great Journey, you want to prepare a little bit for the Black Eye Skull and the the Didact toy. So right off the beginning, pick up the Seraph and just park it right here on the side. And you'll come back to it later once you meet up with Johnson and he's in the Scorpion. Now over here, what I want to show you is that you can get in the Ghost just to help out your Wraith a little bit. But since the Shipmaster is on the Wraith, he's unkillable. So just stay behind him, let him take care of the battles. No matter how many frames drop, no matter what happens in that scenario, the Shipmaster is your friend and he'll clear them out. Pretty much almost immediately after you're done with the area outside of the Shipmaster, you'll get to this area right here. To clear it out, on the right side there's actually 2 hunters, so open the door for them. And once everyone is dead, end the platform over here on the right side, top right middle is your terminal for Obsessed. And once you pick it up, you'll also get the Walking Encyclopedia achievement for collecting all the terminals in Halo 2. Congratulations, by the way. Now you're done with all of those collectibles. Moving on, this is right after the cutscene where Johnson gets the gets the Scarab. Sorry for the little brain death over there. So hijack your friendly Banshee right there. Use it to get to where you park the Seraph, and just follow my path right here. I do not speed it up whatsoever. I'm most likely gonna break into song once more for the sheer enjoyment of me not being able to describe this any better way. Just again, I could be doing this on classic graphics, but I choose to go with it with anniversary graphics for a few reasons. One of them being it's funny that you face through the rocks like this, and because, hey, people put in a hard work to up the graphics, so it'll be a shame if we have to switch to the old crappy looking graphics in order to get some of the achievements. And before I say "and" one more time, I'm going to soothe you with my voice of the reason, because we are riding a seraph up a mountain, up a mountain, up a mountain. We're going to the mountain, and where Bilbo Baggins probably met Gandalf the Grey. And they fought Smaug the Dragon. I cannot wait for the movie to come out, 'cause the Battle of the Seven Armies looks so sweet. It looks much sweeter than a guy driving his vehicle up a path, up a path. But if you happen to be in a situation like this man, doesn't matter what happens in the end. You can ride your vehicle up pretty much infinitely, because these guns, they will not quit. And these vehicles are so amazing that once they start going up, they will continue going up. Now, before you continue climbing this bigger mountain, I'd recommend getting off and speed walking all the way up there. If you do so, you'll find your final skull, and you will go find your wife and give her a black eye too, 'cause you got the achievement for getting the black eye skull. Now get in your car. Get in your car. We are going to end the story of the collectibles by finishing them off. Finishing them off by climbing and seeing the tip of the mountain. That wasn't a quick edit, 'cause the car fell on me and I died. Did not die. You died. Why are you telling me you're a liar? So just climb all the way here, and you will find your greatest enemy in a form of a toy, and he'll die in the quick time event, probably. Now pick him up. You got Pyrrhic solution. Put him in your toy box. Change your name to Andy. All these toys will now have Andy written on the bottom of the shoes, like Woody did. How'd you enjoy that one, guys? Anyway, but a quick little tip before we move on to the achievements you can get on the multiplayer maps. First thing, just use your carbine to take off the wings off your Banshee. It takes about 4 shots each wing. And then just speed to the entrance right over here after Johnson's opened it up. And you'll struggle a little bit over here to get it past this narrow passageway. But once you do, or once I do, Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. We got it past it, and you get to this area right here. Just get off your Banshee, because the doors will not open up while you're inside the Banshee. And speed right here past the doors. The brutes open up themselves. And congratulations, you are nearing the final boss battle. Now, when you clear out these little enemies over here, just so Tartarus can fall down and the boss fight can proceed, turn around and your Banshee will be parked right here. Now, the easiest way to kill him is just to park your Banshee down there, and just to park it in the bottom, all you have to do is just press down on the thumbstick and it will just stay parked down on the very bottom. Most you have to worry about is a few brutes coming down from the right side like they're doing right now. But sooner or later, with about a few, maybe like 3 minutes of this method, Tartarus just falls over and dies, and you just end up finishing the level and triggering the final cutscene. Alright, onto the multiplayer Easter egg achievements. For Halo 1, just click any game type, click down on your right stick, and you will be able to change the name of the map. Just change it to dot fortune like I did over there, and you will get this message saying, sorry, your fortune is temporarily out of order, and that will unlock mystery achievement for you. I know a lot of people are wondering what that achievement is. There you go, that's what the achievement is. Moving on to the map Ivory Tower on Halo 2, we're going for Siege of Ivory Tower, which is to trigger the hidden music in Halo 2. Just come right here to the bottom of the left area, and eventually you hear the tune that goes da 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 dun 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 dun. Sometimes it'll take you like 5 seconds like it took me. Other times it'll take you about 6 minutes, so just wait there. Then change the map to Beaver Creek for Why Am I Here. Come over here near Blue Spawn, pick up the sniper rifle. You don't actually need to pick it up. And you'll just pretty much, all you need to do is just push down the rocks over here. Have the screen glitch out on you like it did me. And just look it over there. You'll see right there behind the rock, it's faintly written, Why Am I Here? ? After you get that, we'll be going for 2 achievements on the map Coagulation, Why So Serious, and Sid Graffiti. Once you start it off, you want to make your way to Red Base. I luckily spawned at Red Base. Right here near the shotgun spawn, your screen glitches out again, and you'll see this little smiling face right over here. Like there's the mouth, the nose, and the eyes. And just to have it on lock, again, just either look at it. Sometimes looking at it is not enough. Sometimes you need the screen to glitch out on you multiple times. And if it doesn't unlock then, just punch it. That way it works. Same deal with Sid Graffiti. Make it to the cave next to Red Base. Enter here, and right on the corner of the wall right there is written Not Sid, which hopefully a guy named Sid did not leave it here, or else he would be a liar. And moving on to the last Halo 2 map. Oh, by the way, all these are on the classic maps. For the animal habitat, just as you spawn in, or if you spawn far away, come to any of these walls that are yellow, and just look at the look at the wall. There'll be a lemon and a hippo on there. So just get a clear look at them, and you'll unlock the animal habitat for finding the hippo on the map Headlong. Now, moving on to the achievement Blastacular, which is spread throughout 6 maps on all the remade anniversary ones. After you take out the little icicle, which is on top over there, you'll be looking for a soda can, which is inside, well, on top over there inside the icicle. Now, having trouble finding it, and it's actually right there at the very bottom of that thin white light you see right there. It's to the right of the little white light. You shoot at it, and you get the achievement to pop. I'm sorry, I cannot actually figure out what happened to my capture over there. It started acting up again, and hopefully I'll get it fixed soon. But before that, we'll go to the map Zenith. We'll look for the second blast can, and we'll shoot it down. We get another achievement for taking out the blast can on another map on the anniversaries, and we're only 2 out of 6 cans through of getting this achievement. Now, for the blast can on the level Stone Town, if you don't spawn over here, just make your way inside the little factory. Climb up to the box that has the blue tarp on it, and between those 2 crates is another blast can. Shooting it will get you another achievement, as well as put you halfway there for the Blastacular. Now, coming back to Blood Gulch again, or Bloodline as it's called right now. We spawn at Red Base. You want to make our way to Blue Base. It's important that you pick up a sniper rifle so you have a good eye on the blast can itself. And once you make it up to this little area right here where that small bridge is, just aim right there. On top of that rock over there in the far back behind the trees is another blast can. So shoot that and have one less blast can to take care of. Now, over here at this point you will need to actually move a little bit on the dashboard to find your next map, which is Warlord. It's second to last map to get the little achievement right there. If once you get the sorry, throat is getting cleared out and I'm happy this video is almost over. Once you get the blast can right there, if you want, just stand in the middle where the invisibility is for the entire duration of the match, and you'll also get the Master of Center or Power Master. It's pretty much the achievement for getting every single power-up that appears on the center of that map. You can also get that in custom games. Now finally, going through trying to get the Blastacular Shrine. This one is behind blue base, right on top of the Forerunner structure over there. And once you shoot it down, you'll be done with the achievements in this guide and pretty much most of the achievements. Goodbye.